Yeah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alright, very quickly, brothers and sisters, I would like to quickly show you how we go about using the Zoom application. So you can all see my screen here. It's like just this is similar to Android because I know most of us that are joining the call, we are using Android application or we are using iPhone. So we are using mobile actually. So most of us are using our mobile phone, not laptop and not system. So for this is for mobile users. This is for mobile users. So whenever I go into my WhatsApp and then I'm trying to join any particular Zoom call, I can just go into the group or go to the person that has sent me the link for the call. All I need to do is to select the link. You know, we have joined the meeting, we have a link there, and then we have another one called the meeting ID and password. Most of us will just click on this link and then it will ask us which application do you want to use to open this stuff. We can use browser to open it, you can use our Chrome to open it, or we can use our Zoom application. So if you don't have this Zoom application on your system already, it will ask you to download it. That's a very long discussion on its own. So you can use your browser, you can use your Zoom application, but I would advise you, if you don't want to have any problem using Zoom, is to use your Zoom application. You go ahead to select your Zoom application and then you can click on just once or always. Either one you select, it will help us to launch the application. It will launch the Zoom meeting using that link that we have selected. So it's coming up. Let's wait for it. So that meeting link that I said has been launched. The meeting is live. That's what I'm trying to say. But now after clicking on the link, it's showing me the Zoom is coming up. Let me minimize and then let's go to the Zoom itself. So on the Zoom, it's asking me to enter my name. You can see it's asking me to enter my name. I've entered my name here, Ibrahim Mayomide, and I click on OK. So it's connecting me to the meeting. So the next question after entering your name is going to ask you if you want to turn off your video or your audio. Are you with me? But sometimes if it does not ask you that and it takes you into the meeting, you should know that you will do that by default. So it's asking me fail to start your video. So my video is not working. It has turned off my video by default. You can see immediately, you can see this crossing icon on my video. That means the video has been turned off. Now it's asking me that do you want to connect your audio? I'll click on this guy, allow audio, and then automatic you can see that, right? Automatically, immediately you are on mute. Your video will continue. Your audio, immediately you are not seeing this crossing on your icon. This icon is for your voice. Immediately you are not seeing this crossing on your icon. That means whatever you say is coming up in the meeting. But immediately you can see this cross icon on your mic. That means you are muted. This next one that we have here is for the video. Immediately you are seeing this crossing on the video. That means your video is not showing. We are not seeing you. So the next option that you have as a participant, you have access to this participants list. That means on this list you can see who is on the call and who is not on the call. Immediately I click on participant, I can see that we have two people on this call. One person is the host, the second person is me. The host is muted, the video of the host is turned off. This one here for my audio is muted and my video is turned off. So I will go to the admin because I'm the admin here. I'll quickly go to the admin. I'll turn on my audio. Now you can see that the admin audio is turned on, right? That is why we have the overlapping sound. So we also have the video. So the video is not on at the moment, but let's say the speaker decides to turn on the video too. You will see that my mic here is going on and up and down, and then we also have that the video is grayed. So that means the video is active. If I close this, you'll be able to see the speaker. Let me close this. So this is for whoever wants to join the call. First, you turn off your audio and then you turn off your video. That way you are able to join the call and just hear the voice and just hear the voice of the speaker alone. Are you with me? So as a participant, this is all the option that I have. For example, if I actually want to do more, for example, I want to drop message on the chat box. I want to say hello sir. You can say something like chat here. If I go to chat, I can be like, I can drop a message. Thank you for this section, sir. Thank you for this section, sir. Please, I don't understand what you meant by good speech. Right? So this is my question, but first I have thanked the speaker already. So I can go ahead and then just make corrections if I want to do that. But you can see I have this chat I'm dropping on the group. You can see when you drop a message on the group, can you see send to? Send to is showing everyone. That means whatever message you drop on this group, everybody on the call is seeing it. So if I decide that it's only the admin that I want to talk to, are you with me? If I click on that, I can select host. So for people like you want to talk to only brother Sadiq, you understand, his account is there on the group, or you have a sister that you are trying to talk to, your fellow sister that you want to gossip with on the call, you can just select that sister on the list of the viewers that you have here. Select the sister and then chat her up. Can you hear anything? You understand? You wanted to gossip with this sister that you cannot hear anything from your own end, but you want to confirm from our own side as well if she can hear anything. So you can see that from here you get to see that the first message was me to what? Everyone. This second one is me to whatever speaker that I select to. This is called direct message, DM. So this is direct message to that speaker. But you can see that this is how you actually go ahead to use the chat. It's in those two ways. You either drop a message to everyone on the group that everybody on the group will be able to see. And I will advise you not to gossip on Zoom call, because sometimes you make a mistake. You want to gossip about the speaker and you are dropping it on everybody, so everybody is seeing you. So don't even gossip. Just listen and enjoy the speaker and go on. So we have the send to everyone by default. It will be on everyone by default. But if you have someone specifically that you want to talk to, let's say you can't see the video of the speaker, and then you want to talk to Brother Sadiq, to be like, Brother Sadiq, I cannot hear anything. I'll just go ahead to go to everyone here, the list of everyone here. I'll see Brother Sadiq on this list, and I'll select Brother Sadiq, and then I can message him directly to tell him that, hello sir, we cannot see your video, please work on it. It's the only one that will see that message. But immediately you are on everyone, that means whatever you are trying to send is going to the general public. So whenever I'm done with my chat, whenever I'm done dropping a message, I'll close again so that I can see what is happening on the call. If the speaker is sharing something, I'll be able to see the screen as well. Another option that I have apart from chat is where we have the raise hand. This one is when the speaker said, okay, hello, I'm done with my section, do we have any question? So the admin that is managing the call will be like, hello, we have some question already on the chat. You will start reading the question out to the speaker. But you, if you are trying to voice your own out, you don't want to type it out. It's very long. You understand? So you want to actually say out what your own question. You just go ahead to what? Raise hand. Immediately I raise hand, you can see the icon here on my screen. That means everybody on the call will see that somebody have raised their hand here. And then the admin can go ahead and be like, Ibrahim Alamide, yeah, you are free to what? Talk to us. That means the admin have given you access to talk. Now you can unmute and then voice your what? Your question. Are you with me? So these are the options that we have on Zoom. And then whenever I'm done with my question, I click on lower hand. That means so that means I can turn off I can lower my hand. But if I'm enjoying the speaker, you understand, I'm battling what he's saying, you understand, I'm really enjoying it, I can go ahead and drop all this art stuff. But you don't really have to do that, you understand. You don't really have to do that. But if you have the time, you can always go ahead to do that. But you can drop whatever emoji you want to use on this section as a participant, right? So this is how you join the call. This is how you enjoy the call. You use your chat and then the raise hand, and then make sure that these icons, both of them are what? Crossed out, using that line action. You can see that it is crossed out. So make sure that you are muted, and then your video is also what? Turned off. So that you can enjoy the call. This way you only hear the voice of the speaker. So this is for the user that are joining the call, right? And if you think that you are done with the call, you are trying to leave the call, you just click on leave and then you can leave the meeting. But most of the time, after the whole call, the admin will end the call by himself. So all you need to do is what? Log into the meeting, enjoy the call as best as you can, and then proceed. So this is how you enjoy the call. If you want to voice anything out, unmute yourself. If you are done with your discussion, mute yourself again. If you want to share your video, turn on your video. If you are done with your video, turn it off again. Are you with me? So this is the way you enjoy the call. Please let us be very, very attentive with this tool here. And then let's go to the admin section as well. I'll open up the admin section. So as the admin of the meeting, this is what I see. As the admin of the meeting, this is what I will see. You can see as the admin, I'm currently muted. This is my screen. I am the admin. I can unmute myself. I can decide to mute myself. And let me say there's a speaker. Can you see there's currently a participant here? I'll go ahead, because most of the time as the admin, I'm not the one talking. I'm the one managing the whole call in the background. So the speaker is also on the call. I can give the speaker the access to talk. There's one option under this three dots here. When I click on this three dots, can you see mute all participants on entry? Immediately I check this, it will ask me, are you sure you want to mute all participants on entry? That means if I click on continue, whoever wants to join this call after now that I've done this, you see the check mark here. Immediately, whoever wants to join this call after now, that person won't be able to, that person automatically, immediately they are joining the call. Immediately they are joining the call. Can you see me participant on entry? Immediately they are joining the call, we will not even hear their voice at all. Are you with me? So immediately I can do this. Can you see ask all to unmute? Immediately I click on ask all to unmute. It will unmute all the mic of everybody by default. So if you are talking in the background, everybody will just hear your voice. You understand? But we always leave it this way. So immediately I want to do this. Immediately I mute all participants on entry, and then can you see this option that I have to allow participants to unmute themselves? It's because this option is on. That is why Brother Taye is able to enter. We can hear his voice. Auntie Taye is also able to enter, and then we are able to hear his voice. Our voice rather. So immediately I have this icon here turned off. Let's go back to this. Can you see allow participants to unmute themselves? Now it is turned off. If you enter, if you try to click on mute, it will not work, because from the background as the admin, I have turned it off from here. Can you see that? Allow participants to unmute themselves. I have turned it off. So immediately you enter the call, you try to turn off your mic. You'll be asking me your mic is not working. It's because I have turned it off from here, so it will not work, right? So we also have all these other settings, but the most important one from the admin is always mute everybody upon entry, and then allow participants to unmute themselves. I will always have this checked off. Why? Because I want to be the one to unmute whoever wants to talk on the call. Are you with me? So allow participants to rename themselves. I can always give you access to do that. You can be Taye today, and on the next call you can be Idowu, and on the next call you can be the Ibeji. So this is just the way I manage the call from my own end. So if I decide to lock the meeting, nobody is going to enter the meeting after that. So if you have 25 people already on the call, if immediately I lock the meeting, you try to use the link, it will not work. So this is basically the admin side. Are you with me? This is the admin side. If I click on mute all, it will ask me, are you sure you want to mute all the current speaker? In fact, it will mute it will mute the speaker himself. If I immediately click on mute all and I click on yes, everybody is muted. Now I can decide to go to the speaker and then unmute the speaker by myself. Are you with me? Because I'm the admin, I have access to do all this section from my own end. So from the admin side, we have all these settings. Can you see, as the admin, if I go to my chat, I see two chats. What is the first chat? The first chat is, thank you for this section. Please, I don't understand what you meant by good speech. That is the chat to everyone. You can see on this second one, can you hear anything? This is direct message. Because you sent this to me, I'm the only one that can see this message. So that's both ways that is basically how you manage your Zoom call. So we have the admin side. The admin can decide to invite, copy the meeting link, and then share on the group, which he has done already. Immediately I click on this three dot. This is where I have advanced access to make settings. I can ask everybody to unmute. I can mute participants upon entry. That means immediately you are entering, we will not be able to hear your voice. I will have this checked. immediately I have from my own admin side. So even if you set the setting, if you do the settings or you don't do the settings, it will take you off automatically. You won't be able to hear your voice from the admin side. And then also allow participants to unmute themselves. I will have this checked off so that you won't have access to unmute yourself until I give you access to unmute yourself. Are you with me? That's that about that. And then we have this other side as well. Allow participants to rename that. That's normal thing. So we have the waiting room, the lock meeting, and the likes. So that's the admin part. This is basically the admin part. For example, let me as the admin, let me share my screen. Do I have that here? Okay, share screen. So I can decide to share. Let's share this guy here. I'll click on here. And then let me go back to my mobile view. Let me go back to my mobile view so that we can see what is happening. Can you see here? As a participant on the call, it is showing me that the speaker is currently sharing screen. Can you see that? It's showing me that the speaker is currently sharing screen. So I can see their screen, I can hear what they are saying and everything. So from the admin's end, it's sharing his screen. But me, can you see I have the share icon? If you want to share here, it will ask you only the host can share the meeting. So you cannot even share because I have turned it off from my own end. So if you are on the call, immediately you are joining the call, turn off your audio, turn off your video. If you have to say anything on the call, raise up your hand. That means if you want to use your word. But if you want to drop it on the comment section, just go to the chat, drop your message on the comment section. The admin will be in the background to go through the chat and then be like, hello speaker, somebody is asking a question in the background, so are you with me? And then if you know that you have dropped a message on the chat section but they are not reading out your message and you want to talk, raise up your hand. So the admin will give you access to, oh yeah, talk, yeah, Balikis, and then you will talk and then you just go ahead. Are you with me? So that's basically how you manage your Zoom call. And immediately you are done with your Zoom call, you click on what? Leave. Immediately you leave the call, it turns off, you go off the meeting as well. So let me go back to the admin side as well, which is this guy here. And then from the admin side, I can stop sharing, and then I can also click on what? End meeting. I'll end meeting for all. So basically you can see that we are able to create meeting, we are able to end meeting just using this different method. Please, immediately we are having a guest speaker. Let's keep our mistakes in-house. Immediately we are having a guest speaker. Your own duty as a participant on a call, turn off your audio and turn off your video. If you need to say anything, raise up your hand. If you need to say anything, use the comment section. That is all about Zoom. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.